I came to the States with my friend Brian. We'd been in the travel business, both of us, for all our adult lives. And the last thing we wanted to do was a tour, because that was our business. But we wanted to go down the Grand Canyon of the Colorado River and see the most fabulous place in the United States. And you have to do that in a tour. So we had to join a tour. And of course we loved the canyon and it was marvelous. But we really didn't like the people that we had to travel with. You know, the families with the children, and they're always crying, "Oh, Mummy, when is the next meal?" And people got drunk, and fussy old ladies and so on. So then I thought, well, gosh, wouldn't it be marvelous to do this for a group of congenial men who, instead of putting on their cowboy boots and their cowboy hats and their Levi's and going to the bars with it, could come and go down the Grand Canyon together. And so that was really how the gay travel started. We may have been a little unusual, but we were certainly received very well, a little with suspicion at first. And like, for instance, in the first tours we were in Zurich, and we only had a day there, and we went to the museum, prearranged, and the docent looked at us suspiciously and then sat us down on little fold-up seats and said, "Who are you and why are you here?" And we were stunned, and I said, "Well, we only have one day, and then we're going on the Orient Express, and we wanted a quick overview of Swiss art and history and so on." And she gave a good look at us, and she took us straight to the portraits of the Swiss mercenaries in the Middle Ages and pointed out their enormous padded codpieces and said, "As you see, gentlemen, in the Middle Ages, men were proud of their manhood and showed it off." So she knew by then what we were, you see. But no, we were very well received, and everybody liked us, and do now. I decided to offer tours and expeditions to the places that I wanted to go to. I was never interested in cities or in pleasure jaunts and overeating and so on. And so I started doing tours to the places that I liked and hoped that there would be a few people, or quite a number of people, that would have the same ideas. When I invented gay travel in 1972, it hadn't existed, and everything was done on a small scale. And now, there are vast cruise ships filled with thousands of gay people going everywhere. So that is a tremendous change. I never envisaged such a thing. To me, that's not travel. I mean, travel is to hike and to climb and to meet people and to become, even just for a week or two, part of that country. I didn't just do an ordinary tour and say, "This is for men." I felt that I must provide something special for gay men. And there always is something, if you find out about it, a little something of interest. Like in Egypt, Egypt has everything, but the majority of the travelers see only the stereotype ordinary people. But in the necropolis in Saqqara, there is a tomb which is not open to the public, and I found out about it and went there and looked at it, and I realized this would be of great interest to men's groups. And so we now get each year special government permission to enter this tomb. And it is the only tomb in the whole of Egypt for two men who were court beauticians. They call it officially the tomb of the two brothers, but of course they were not two brothers. They were the court beauticians, need I say more? And they are shown in this tomb in glorious color in many, many places, in large size, embracing each other and touching noses, which was the ancient Egyptian way of kissing. And there they are, embracing each other, touching noses in this tomb. So this is something special to offer a special group. It takes a lot of arranging and doing, and many years when we get there, there's still a fuss, although we have position, and then the man with the key isn't there, and then bribes have to be paid, and then the man comes and we get in. It's a thrill for the group. So everywhere I go, I try and do something of that nature.
Hans Ebensten's tradition of worldwide travel for gay men, lesbians, and friends continues with tours to many wonderful and exotic destinations. His penchant for adventure is also realized through Hans Ebensten Travel's partner company, Allison Adventures. Join Hans and his friends for a vacation you'll never forget.